tell them in your conversation that you're a martial artist?
So first of all, um, this is asking if, like, when you first meet somebody and then you're in a conversation with them, would you mention that you're a martial artist? So first of all, no, I pretty much never mention I'm a martial artist. Kind of bothers me people that constantly have to point out that they're a martial artist. And to be honest, it makes me doubt whether they really are a martial artist. The people that go around just mentioning it all the time, or mentioning what type of black belt they have, or what degree, what certificates they have, etc. To me, somebody who's really good at fighting doesn't have to brag about it, doesn't have to point out, all their training and whatnot. And here's another thing is, from a self-defense point of view, I don't want anyone to know that I know martial arts. That way, when they actually decide to fight me, or they actually decide to attack me, they're going to be they're going to be very surprised that I am trained. And we referred to this at the Temple of Kung Fu as hidden training. So this is actually a philosophy of our temple, is that you would want to keep your training hidden. And also, like, in our self-defense poses, we had, like, there's different guards we had in our martial arts, but for self-defense, we were to put our hand up like this, because it does not reveal training. Whereas if you're like this, everyone thinks you're trained in something. Um, so when we first start a self-defense situation, we go like this. Also, it's a passive state. It's saying, like, don't hurt me, but I'm also not a threat. So this is a very good thing to be doing in self-defense. But this is also an example of hidden training, like I say. So even down to the last second in a self-defense situation, before everything pops off, you want to, like, if you're able to, you want the opponent to think you don't know martial arts. That's going to be the best for your self-defense. Now, in some cases, people just know anyway. They found out somehow anyway. They know you well enough that they know. The other thing is, if I'm meeting with martial artists for the first time, then there is a chance I will mention it, just because we're all a part of this group, all a part of this club. We're all on the same journey and whatnot. And if we're going to be training together, then it makes sense to discuss my martial arts training. But as far as self-defense goes, and as far as ego goes, I don't see any reason to go telling people that I hardly even know that I know martial arts, as if they would even care. most